This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has stressed that space, science and technology are a part of the culture and ambitions of the UAE, and that new generations should be raised on this passion. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed was speaking during a visit to an exhibition of satellites, including DubaiSat 1 and 2, as well as space technology and rockets, held by the Dubai Executive Council and the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Centre. Workshops for Emirati space engineers were also organised as a part of the Space is Our Destination exhibition, held as a part of UAE Innovation Week. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed said that Emirati space engineers are a model for our children and Arab youth. We are proud of them. The UAE Space Project is not only a technological project, but a national one to keep pace with future developments and to drive the UAE to another stage of growth and competitiveness. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed toured the space show and viewed miniatures of Emirati satellites and attended discussions at workshops on CubeSat mission, which is a nano satellite offering hands-on experience to engineering students in the design, integration, testing and operations and communications of satellites. He also visited a mobile space research lab designed for school students aged between 5 to 11 years old, as well as an interactive planetarium and observatory. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai and President of the Hamdan bin Mohammed Smart University, attended the launch of the Junior Developer Programme CODO and the Junior Entrepreneurship Programme in partnership with Microsoft worldwide. During a visit to Kidzania over at the Dubai Mall, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan and the Chancellor of the Hamdan bin Mohammed Smart University, Dr. Mansour Al Awar, along with senior officials from Microsoft worldwide, were briefed on the Junior Developer Programme CODO. While interacting with students, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan was briefed about how children between the ages of 5 to 14 years old will be trained to program and create games using Microsoft's simple visual programming language CODO. Officials stated that the launch comes at a time when there is a growing need to enhance the basic entrepreneurial skills of a new generation, while also offering them an opportunity to sharpen creativity, problem-solving and storytelling skills. His Highness and other officials were also informed that the Junior Entrepreneurship Programme will provide training on how to establish a private business based on the methodology of improving their knowledge on products and services, business plans, technical aspects, sales and marketing, as well as financial management.
The program of CODO, as well as the Junior Entrepreneurs Program, being associated with Hamdan bin Mohammed Smart University, to be able to cater for those generation who are coming in this platform of Hamdan bin Mohammed Smart University in Kidzania. So we cater at the moment actually from 4 to 15 years old, up to the standard of the Kidzania. However, the Hamdan bin Mohammed Smart University, we have a vision to cater from the age of 7 in terms of entrepreneurship until the age of 77. So you can say from 7 to 77, because even beyond the age of 15, the college year, for instance, we have also kind of an association with Microsoft in BizPark, because we need those people to get on entrepreneurial thinking from the early ages. And I think the association with a university like Hamdan Mohammed Smart University is a complete success. And I think Microsoft is a giant. We've always been directed by His Highness that to be able to rub shoulders with giants. So I think this is the direction of His Highness. We're doing it for the new generation up to the age of 77.
The aim is to promote programming for kids. Programming will be one of the main drivers for work in 21st century, and we believe that we really need to have our kids interested in programming and the programming tools from an early age. CODO is a game that will allow them to program, that will allow them to create environments, to be creative, create characters, and then move characters and do activities with those characters. So this is the first step in getting their mind set towards programming and in education and in entertaining way. We're seeing it more and more. It's also part of the bigger initiative that we have with the Hour of Code that will happen in December. And the Hour of Code is also aims worldwide at promoting programming to kids. In Microsoft, we support Kudu, we support Minecraft in education, we support all programming tools like Touch Develop, etc. that aim and helps teachers in their classrooms even deliver on subjects like, for example, civics using those types of games.
The Ministry of Energy has announced new petrol prices for December this year that are lower than November and also lower than before deregulation began in July this year. The Fuel Price Follow-up Committee, chaired by Dr. Mata Hamed Al-Nayedi, the Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Energy, concluded his meeting at the headquarters over in Abu Dhabi and announced the fuel prices for next month. Diesel fuel prices for December will be 1 dirham and 83 fils per litre. For gasoline products, Super 98 will be 179, Special 95 will be 168, and E Plus 91 will be 1 dirham and 61 fils per litre. In July, the Ministry of Energy announced that fuel prices would be deregulated and that a new pricing policy would be adopted linked to global prices. Officials were quoted in reports saying that the new price will have a positive impact on the cost of goods and that the aim of the deregulation is to protect natural resources and also change driving habits, which other Gulf countries are currently studying. Dubai's Road and Transport Authority has announced the endorsement of 7 additional languages for its driving theory test. The service is a part of the RTA's mission to achieve its 3rd strategic goal of making people happier. The 7 languages added are Hindi, Persian, Russian, Chinese, Bengali, Tamil and Malayalam. The test material is run in a voice-over translation, accompanying the text written in the language of the examinee, and brings the total number of languages available in the knowledge test to 11. Ahmed Hashim Bayroizan, the CEO of the RTA licensing agency, noted that all permits issued to those previously entitled to translate the test material have now been terminated. To mark the UAE's 44th National Day celebrations, 22 activities have been approved by the Higher Committee in Sharjah and will take place over a 5-day period, starting with an opening ceremony and an operetta on the 29th of November at the Sharjah National Park. The operetta narrates the story of the creation of the Union through to its success as among the most developed countries in the region. Other events include theatrical and musical shows, as well as several workshops and cultural and heritage exhibitions. Selected episodes of Frige, the first Emirati animated television series, will also be broadcast as a part of the festivities. As National Day celebrations coincide with the Commemoration Day of Martyrs, the events will include a theatrical show performed by students from the Sharjah city for humanitarian services. And there'll also be sculptured sand models that reflect the heroism of UAE fallen soldiers, recognising their sacrifice and dedication to their country. Khalid Jassim Al-Midfa, the head of the High Committee, said that the National Day events taking place in Sharjah this year will present an overall image of the UAE, which is past, present and future. The Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club celebrated its 2nd annual UAE National Day Polo Cup on Friday. The event was presented by Rolls-Royce Motorcars AGMC in association with La Martina and was also supported by the Address Hotels and Resorts. A total of 8 polo teams consisting of local and international players, including 3 of the UAE's best teams, competed to win the UAE National Day Polo Cup. But it was the Habtoor polo team who took home the trophy.
We started last week the qualification. So we had a good win the first game, and we had a great win the second game, 10-5 against Idris, the Saudi team. So we were qualified for the final, and of course Ben Darai, the winner of last year National Cup. And of course they are a great team, they have great horses. We started the game a little bit not really very organized, and we were down 3-0 for the first checker. And then during the next checker, in between the 2 minutes break we had only 2 minutes to organize ourselves. Went back in, changed the horse list, and instead of having some good horses at the end, so we made them at the beginning so we can push the team. And we played more from the second checker as a team. We passed the ball very well. We controlled their best player, which is Tommy, which he was controlling the whole game on their team. So we had the pressure on him. And then when we had the pressure on him, we broke that team a little bit, and then we had more balls running alone to the goal and scoring. So I think that was a great day for me, and especially I'm a UAE national and winning the national tournament, the National Day tournament, and I think I'm very happy for that.
The event also saw a fantastic lineup of traditional equestrian activities throughout the day, with additional family entertainment. The general manager of the club stated that they are keen to further promote the spectator sport among the community for a fantastic day out, as the sport gains popularity and more international players.
Well, I think it's gaining incredible speed in the last couple of months. We have a very, very good teams, phenomenal patrons, meaning people, UAE nationals that are putting up teams together and getting in international players from all around the world, but particularly from Argentina. So it really has gained incredible popularity. Still, it is known a little bit as a sport of kings and the king of sports. So we are doing a lot of publicity work in order to make sure that everybody knows it is open for the public, and you can come and visit us at any time. It's a great family day out. If you want to come with the entire kids, nannies, family, let us make a picnic basket for you and just join us on the field so you can watch the game, or you just come and join us for brunch. We are always here every Friday.
And finally, looking to other news now, leading gynecologists, surgeons and lady skincare specialists attended the Women's 3F show today, focusing on food, fitness and fashion. Various topics of concern for women were also discussed, including healthy eating habits, fertility and pregnancy, as well as beauty tips for the winter. In a fun-filled atmosphere featuring many musical performances and exciting giveaways, the founder and organiser of the event, Rima Sayer Janho, stated that their aim is to raise awareness on women's health, and the show has been carefully designed to ensure that participants get the latest from the leading specialists on issues surrounding women today. One session focused on fertility issues and why working women should think twice before delaying their pregnancies. Doctors suggested that although it's a tricky decision balancing work life with family priorities, a woman's body has its limitations, and even technology can only do a little if the right time for pregnancy is overlooked.
I think it's important that women need to understand how their fertility is actually being affected. So if we say that the fertility of a 30-year-old woman starts to decline at the age of 30, and actually they've only got 12% of their eggs, by the time they're 35 there's a much steep decline. By the time they're 40, which is when they're contemplating to have a family, all they have is 3% of their egg reserve. So what they need to be aware of is during the course of their career to put in time to have a family if that's what they wish. Now, in order to be able to do that, they need to be aware of their own bodies, of their cycle and how it works, and actually when the fertile period is. When you do that, there are different ways of being able to be aware, either doing a normal fertile period, which is a week from day 10 of the cycle, but that gives you just a week, and ovulation can happen anytime at that time.
The aim is definitely awareness. Actually, this Women's 3F show is a show which is dedicated for ladies and dedicated for their health. I mean, whoever would like to benefits of this event to improve the health quality, I mean, this is what they should be. This is why we're doing those events, as long as the technology and medicine is improving, as long as we will be doing such events to educate the public, which is the mother, and at the same time, you know, to merge it with fun. So the message is easier. We have as well a topic on fertility, where we are talking about the importance of the fertility and how to prevent, how to help the ladies nowadays. They're getting married late. So how to help them to give them to maximize their fertility. So I think this is an important topic. And of course we have topics on beauty, we have fashion show, entertainments, raffles, etc.
During the show, some of the specialist doctors spoke about the latest advances in bariatric surgery and why healthy eating habits can reduce obesity issues here in the region. On the sidelines of the event, various exhibition stands at the venue showcased the latest healthcare trends and healthy foods, sampled products, offered free consultations for women, and conducted key health indicator checks, such as blood pressure, blood glucose, and cholesterol, while high-end retailers displayed the latest in fashion, makeup, and accessories.
The main reason of our presence here today is to spread awareness to the general public about obesity and overweight. We are hoping to catch people at the overweight stage and prevent them from reaching the obesity stage. Yes, indeed, in terms of complicated, it is complicated. There is a very complex assessment plan that people have to go through to assess whether they qualify for our intervention or not. Let's take the general public in terms of the overweight group of people, because most of our people are actually overweight rather than the morbidly obese. For the overweight, it's not just enough to go on a diet and exercise program randomly. We need to do a dietary assessment. We need to do a special health assessment to see whether we qualify or not. We realize that many of our women here today, beautiful young women, most of them suffer from trying to lose these extra pounds and just doing random and blind diet and exercise programs, and they don't lose the weight, so they get very frustrated. We're here today to give a talk about this and how important is the assessment to help them and guide them through the weight loss program, hopefully.
Actually, here in GCC, the oily problem skin is more, but also the anti-aging. You know, every woman would like to not have at all the lines or the wrinkles. So when it will be, as much the woman will be older, as much the lines will be appear. So we will need to help the skin for this particular age by having external creams and treatments to make the line not appearing, okay, and to have a shining and radiant skin actually. So we will add, like for the dry skin, this type of creams to help the skin to remove the wrinkles or to fight against the wrinkles if you want.